Yo, what's good, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. It's your boy YD, man. Today's video, we got the hell of being chopped. Damn, I ain't gonna lie, man. Being born chopped, like, that's gotta be rough, man. Let's check it out.
Being chopped can definitely affect different portions of your life, like trying to get a job and shizzle like that. In relationships, being good looking is like the deciding factor on if someone wants to be with you or not. So if you're looking like a beautiful man behind that computer screen, there's like a 3.
But there will be those people that be like, man, personality is the only thing that matters. That's cap. Let's be 100% honest. Personality does matter. Don't get messed up. It does. It's like very crucial. It's almost number one, but looks get you through that door. That's a fact. A girl can perceive you as being creepy or being generous just by the way you look, just by doing a certain action. You feel me? Like, yeah, one guy doing one thing, creep. Another handsome guy doing it, oh man, he's so loving, he's okay, he cares about me. As an example, you feel me? That's why looks do indeed matter, man. Being chopped affects your dating pool and your life in general, bro. Like this guy, I'm sure you're gonna touch on the topic of getting jobs as well. Like, interviewers are more favorable to good-looking people. Fun fact, man. Scientifically, there was a study on it. You feel me? You can look it up yourself, but yeah.
Out of 5 chance that these girls ain't messing with you. You were cooked from the start. There are a lot of industries that prioritize appearance, like entertainment, fashion, and community service. So even when it comes to making a living, you're ultimately screwed from the jump you were born. This world is messed up, and even in fields that don't require being attractive, like business or sales, first impressions still play a crucial role when it comes to getting any sort of job in the first place. Being chopped is a horrible thing.
Welcome to Earth.
But there are still some people that believe that everyone can be attractive in their own loving way, and that attraction is the eye of the beholder. But those statements were probably told by some very round person who's very creepy. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody want.
No, there is subjective attractiveness, but like, then there's objective attractiveness and objective unattractiveness. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know when somebody is quote unquote chopped or ugly, and you know when somebody is very handsome or gorgeous or beautiful. They may not be your type. That's where the subjectiveness comes into play. But you just know deep down, yeah.
To listen to an individual like that.
I'm just such a small fat.
He's just covering up the fact that his wig flew to the Twin Towers and crashed out. Yo, bald ziggers should be afraid. Those wigs in your closet are sentient. Don't turn the lights off. They're coming for you. I don't think anyone in their right minds truly believes those statements, especially the whole "the attraction is the eye of the beholder" type of bullcrap.
Get right here, man. Shit, I'm saying.
The worst part about it too is that it be the attractive people who be saying this. Like, do you know how idiotic and dumb that sounds? A hot person saying attraction is the eye of the beholder is the same equivalent of a rich person saying money doesn't buy you happiness. Like, bro, we all know that you're only saying that so you can mark off the competition. Y'all are greedy. Y'all just want attractive humans to your own selves. When you were young, you were probably playing with toys, not doing anything bad, having a nice jolly old time, you know what I'm saying, eating your Flintstone gummies. You don't think about how you look or act, but when you get older, looks start to be a huge priority. And then when you get even older, you return back to normal once again. As you age, you gain more wrinkles, you look less younger, and you look more chopped. I mean, look at Wendy Williams. In her prime, she was making the boys fall down on her.
Well, that's why, like, the cosmetic industry is so, you know, fruitful, because not everybody cares a lot about their look. I mean, they have in the past, but now they're trying to stop the aging process, especially for women. Like, getting older is like, damn, we don't want that. Immediately, Botox, filler, surgery, all that, man. And like, I can't lie, it's working though. I've never seen as attractive 40, 50-year-olds in my life as I had today, you know what I'm saying? We're only getting, quote unquote, looking younger, you know? But hey, man, that is a fact. Looks are very important even when you're older. People think when you get older, it's like, damn, you're just gonna forget about looking good. Nah, bro, even old people, you still you. Even old people wanna look good, you know?
Her knees. Now look at her now.
Steve, you got to call me, Steve.
She's very beautiful now. I want to worship her
60 years
now. There's a hell that comes with being chopped. And in this video, I'm just going to be talking about chopped stuff. Like, for a demonstration, you could really be a meme of anything, especially being chopped or just looking average. Like, look at this TikTok. You probably think this guy is some random dude just living his day to day. Well, guess what? He's a meme now. And that TikTok has over 100,000 likes. Or to use
His head shape was looking a little weird in there.
another example, there's the streamer named Dabo with over 500,000 subscribers, right? And literally one day out of nowhere, he just goes viral for just being beautiful. That's it, nothing else. People saw this picture and were so mesmerized to the point where they started calling him beautiful.
I wonder how he thinks, bro, how his mental is, bro. Because he's really famous for being... I've seen more chopped Dabo memes than I have of his actual content, which is kind of sad, though.
Compliments like beautiful things, as you can see on screen. These are beautiful. In fact, if you search up the word chopped on TikTok, which is slang for the word, you get it, you get the point. He comes up as the first result.
Damn.
Like, really? Really, guys? The internet is horrible. If you're insecure about how you look, I wouldn't even be surprised either, because the struggle of being chopped is such a huge and gigantic industry. If you really think about it, everywhere you go, being beautiful is being pushed. Think about it. When you go out to eat and you look at the posters on the wall, who's on the poster? That's right, someone who's good looking. What about all the
Yeah, I definitely feel like looks is so much more prevalent today. Because of social media and shit like this, and like people clowning you on social media for being quote unquote chopped. I feel like to be like, not a lot of people are actually chopped, bro. To be chopped, I feel like you have to have like a physical deformity, bro. I feel like as a man, like, I can only speak for men because, you know, I'm a man. But like, if you just get a good haircut, switch up your style, go to the gym, eat right, those are pretty much the basics. Get a good skincare routine. You're solid, bro. You straight. It's kind of hard to be chopped, bro. For you not to do those things, you kind of actively want to be chopped. If you just do those things, you won't be chopped. You feel me? Like even Dabo, bro. I feel like people clown. It's the internet too much. They be saying anything. He's not actually like. Okay, he might be a little bit, but like he's not actually chop. You feel me? He just not the best looking person. You feel me? But the internet gonna say what they gonna say, bro. It is what it is.
Characters that you see in media. That's right, gorgeous. All the people you look up to probably drop dead irresistible to look at. You can't escape it. It's everywhere. When it comes to self-discovery, the feeling of looking into a mirror, feeling yourself, and then realizing that your chopped cheese has to be one of the craziest canon events that can happen inside your life. It's absolutely awful. When you realize this, you basically have two options. Number one, you can not care about it and move on with your day. Or two, create insecurities inside your head, overthink about it on the daily, and begin to start self-hating on yourself and worry about it for the rest of your life. As you can see, being chopped can do a lot to the human mind. It can make you depressed, it can make you lead down to the path of plastic surgery, and it can make you pursue other things in life rather than just being a boy TikToker or an OF Instagram model. But even though,
and honestly, I don't blame people for getting plastic surgery. I don't. It's the trend now. It's like everybody. The whole thing is being attractive. So if you're not attractive, what's the logical thing? Most people are getting. They're now leading towards getting plastic surgery. I don't judge. Do what you want to do. If you feel that's you and you want it that bad, go ahead. By all means, I've never been the one to judge, so that's all I gotta say. Like, do whatever you want to do in your art to pursue, in your arc to pursue, you know, beauty or whatever, you know.
though the last one might be true, every once in a while I like to think about how much easier my life would be if I wasn't so splendid. And no, I'm not talking about that conventionally attractive term type of attraction.
Oh, just to add to that, just don't overdo it. Don't end up looking like a handsome Squidward if you end up doing it. That's where I have a problem with it. That's where it's a mental illness, bro. Them people that look like Michael Jackson, yeah, nah. You lost me with that one.
Actually, no, I don't believe in that. We all know that this was just a smart-ass term that a fellow chops person had thought up. Now, what I'm talking about is the model type hot. Life would be so much easier if all of us were all attractive. Like, did you know that if you use TikTok, you are more likely to instantly swipe on a person depending on how that person looks rather than the video itself? That's crazy!
I feel like it's a moment in every man's life where you gotta sit down and really question, like,
damn, am I chopped? That means if you're a beautiful person, quote unquote, on a platform, you already have the odds against you. In fact, the TikTok that got nominated for the best TikTok of 2024 is literally just a girl singing in her car. That's how easy it is. That's how easy it is to be a successful person if people think you're good looking. However, that's not what pisses me off about the industry, about being chopped as a whole. What pisses me off the most about this industry are the amount of people trying to exploit it for financial gain. I know I need to stop shitting on the looks maxing people, but the amount of courses I've seen of these people who are already attractive sell this course about how to maximize your looks, and then the course is literally just lower your sodium intake, brother. Drink more water, brother. It's bad poop insane. These people are catering to the same type of people who worship models, power skill on how attractive a male TikToker is, and objectify women. Like, bro, these people talk about Jordan Bear and Zeta and all these men so much to the point where I wonder if these people just like men or not.
And they come at it from the male gaze, which is the funny part, because a lot of women aren't attracted to those type of men, bro. As I said, if you do the basics, bro, trust me, you're gonna pull women. I promise you, bro. Believe me. You don't need to get hollow cheeks and all that, like, bro. I don't know what all these looks maxers be saying, but like, natural looks maxing, the one where you're not hyper focusing on anything, eating right, getting good skincare, that's what I push for. You feel me? Doing all that, you feel me? Do what you want, but trust me, at the end of the day, it's just gonna create more insecurities for yourself, bro. Women don't care that much about that little shit that you be, you know, like thinking in your back of the head is such a big deal, bro. I promise you.
No discrimination, but they spend more time coping about their parasocial boyfriend rather than
actually spending time getting a f***ing job.
It's not even just looks maxing though, because TikTok as a whole has just made being chopped hell, because people are creating new insecurities about the human face every single day. Like, how are you going to dedicate an entire account to measuring the shape of somebody's skull and how swole their chin is? This has gotten so far to the point where people are making fish cemetery videos. Bro, are we even the smartest species anymore? Like, what's going on? But anyways, back to being chopped. The struggle is real. Constantly being the joke of conversations and not being taken seriously based off of how you look must feel like taking a big ass shit. No matter how much you push, that shit will never come out. Yikes. Has to be one of the most frustrating things to happen since Ronald Reagan's presidency. And that guy had a problem. People will constantly downplay you and underestimate you based off of how you look. You also have to struggle with being the funny friend and able for you to confiscate for your looks and personality. Man, it's not fair, bro. I want things to be spoon-fed to me like a baby. Why do I have to work for everything that I want? But even though that's the case, even though being chopped may seem like a horrible thing, all those things that I mentioned before were just the perspective on if you actually care about if you're chopped or not. I haven't even talked about the perspective of not giving a fuck. And let me tell you, once you don't give a fuck, in fact, I've never given a fuck in the entire time, but once you don't give a fuck, your life just becomes happiness, pure joy. You see this video? You see this video of this guy randomly going smiley, yeah, pure joy. Being chopped might be a struggle, but that just means we have a strong back. We're strong people.
I feel like if you're born chopped, man, like, that's just how you is, and you accept it. It's like, damn, you have a strength to you, bro. Because it's like, no amount of looks maxing is really gonna do anything. You feel me? You're just gonna be chopped. You feel me? Unless you get surgery, but if you don't care, like, bro, it opens the doors. You can go get money. You can do anything you want, really and truly, instead of fussing and worrying about your looks. I do understand it. I definitely understand that.
We know what it feels like when it comes to being roasted in class. We know what it feels like when it comes to everybody dissing us. Those attractive people will never know what it feels like to be called an overcooked ostrich. Until they're called that, they'll never have the strength that we have. Moral of the story.
Yo, look who fell asleep first. Prank him, John. You already know. Yo!
Okay, that's what the video is. If you guys like that video, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff, man. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.